Actually, yeah, he's going for Reaper Expand play. And again, having that earlier amount of minerals actually let him get that gas up a little bit earlier. Because usually you aren't able to get that gas up until after this 12th SCV comes out. And you even have to delay the SCV a little bit on 13 to get this gas up. But because he stacked the minerals so well, he was able to get that out immediately and get his gas out immediately, which is absolutely wonderful for him. Hydro, meanwhile, going hatch first, once again. No surprise there. There's no reason really not to. This map, I mean, just give this strange cliff area, I don't know, it could be susceptible to an 888, but it's pretty easy to scout. And given where his Overlord went, he went directly over this position for his first Overlord. So he knew that wasn't going to be the case. So it is going to be a Reaper to begin with. Pool coming down on 17 for Hydro. And I imagine it'll be gasless again. To see how many Reaper kills PingPang is able to get this time. I think he got 3 with his first Reaper to begin with, and forced an early extractor. So nice wins there for PingPang early. And again, he's playing pretty much the exact same way he did last game. Going for Reaper, Orbital, and then CC before second depot. Playing super standard. Playing very well at it. Doing very well with it. This first Reaper is going to get in here. Yeah, and again, this could be the same situation where queens are pretty far off. One queen on the way, another queen will be on the way here in a moment, but Reaper's already here, and they're going to need some better micro this time from our Zerg players. See if we can actually not lose as many drones, but Reaper already in the back of the mineral line, being super annoying, and forced to run away with a lot of these drones. Kills one already, and yeah, he's going to be fine. Gets 1 kill, and still, just being, this is so annoying to deal with as a Zerg player. Especially when you're playing a Terran player who actually knows how to use the Reapers. It's a lot different when the Terran player doesn't know how to use the Reapers. But, yeah, 2 workers have been killed so far. And he's going to get a third one here. Yep, third one dies, and maybe even a fourth will go down. Finally running, oh, fourth goes down, so gets an extra one compared to last game. And again, the second Reaper stays back home and gets away with Reaper. 4 kills on the Reaper. That's absolutely ridiculous. Hydro may want to think about deciding to get in a little bit earlier pool against Terran players, especially when he sees that that's coming. Because he just lost 4 workers very early against a couple Reapers. Against only 1 Reaper, really, which is upsetting at this level of play. Second gas, a lot earlier here for PingPang. So again, this could be like the 2-factory Blue Flame Hellion build I've been seeing a lot of recently. Reapers get in again. I think they got another kill. Yeah, the Reaper has 1 kill, Reaper has another kill, so that is 6 workers killed so far. And this has got to be annoying for Hydro to lose that many drones this early, especially when you have 4 queens up. You have 4 queens and you're still losing drones. That's rough. That's rough. And there is actually a starport coming up, so he's been going for this quick Banshee again, but since this was a second gas earlier, I would expect to see probably Cloak this time through. A third command center even coming up. PingPang knows he's in a pretty good situation given how he started, killing off 6 workers. He even has Hellions, and he has these Reapers still. Actually, one Reaper does die. I think it killed another worker, though. He's killed 2 more workers. He's killed 8 workers already. Roach Warren is on the way, but yeah, Roaches don't do so well against Banshees. If it is indeed going to be Banshees, have to see. Nice, again, an Overlord coming in. He's going to be able to see everything. It is going to be Banshees. So he sees that switch immediately. So he sees that coming as soon as possible. And he actually has Lair already on the way. And he's only on 36 workers. He has 2 gases up, though. So he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. No Evo Chambers. So maybe going for a quicker Spire. That is a possibility. With the Banshee, that could be nice to do. Actually, still no Cloak. He's not bothering with Cloak yet. He may be waiting to start Cloak until after this Marine pushes away this Overlord. So he doesn't know that Cloak is coming, but I'm not really sure why he would do that if he didn't do it last game. Actually, Widow Mines are starting to come out. And yeah, still nothing really chosen for Hydro. No third base yet either. And PingPang sees that there's no third base, which is probably why he's setting up so defensively right now. His Hellions aren't on the map at all. And he's got this wall already set up. He's got Widow Mines on the way even, so he's not even bothering getting more Hellions. So he seems to be afraid of something happening quickly. Spore Collars are coming up. I don't know. I managed to click on a Tuma. I'm just click on a tumor instead of what I wanted to click on. First Banshee rolling on in. Probably gonna get nothing, but with some good micro, he can get around the Spore Collar and still probably get a couple kills. The Spore Collar is gonna start doing some damage to it, and Queen can pop up there too and also push it away. But yeah, well, we'll see. And it is actually gonna be mech this time. There are 2 additional factories to go with the first, and an armory coming out. So we're gonna see mech this time from PingPang, showing us 2 different playstyles. Actually going after a queen, and he doesn't have oh lord, are you shitting me? He's got a mule in the base repairing. That is glorious. I have never seen that before. That is unbelievably impressive. PingPang with the plays. He's gonna try to get out of here somehow, but this Banshee may just be dead. Yeah, it's dead. That was hilarious though. He still got a queen. He dropped a mule and lost a mule and a Banshee for that, but I don't care. That was awesome. I guess that works. That's funny. Tanks on the way with the Banshees and the Stallions. A couple Widow Mines are out. Blue Flame is also on the way, so we're definitely going to be seeing mech. I imagine we'll see the 3rd base lifted and moving soon. No rally on this orbital, so these poor SCVs aren't doing anything worthwhile. SCVs Y. Viking going hunting for overlords. Always fun to do. Widow Mine actually moving. Oh wow, that's a pretty big army for Hydro. It's a pretty big army for Hydro, and he's got an Overseer, so he sees this. He sees that there. Doesn't really need to take the damage that he just did, but he did. Oh, okay. Gonna claim lag. Okay. Okay, so apparently it was laggy. That sucks, but you're still sitting on... You actually had a lot of units. You probably could have pushed across the map. Tanks were pretty far behind. They just caught out, but you're not going to want to push into that, especially with the Widow Mines around. You did take damage from a Widow Mine unnecessarily. I almost feel like I should put on like the, what's it called? Obscenity filter for the end of this game. Taking a guess. I'm not sure. Tank's getting a nice position here. And yeah, PingPang's just gonna sit back. He doesn't have a way to really get rid of this Overlord. Where's his Viking at? Viking, where you be? Viking has 1 kill on it already. And another starport coming up. And just more Vikings. Curious who's going to start adding on the Ravens pretty soon. Actually, the Viking going after this Overseer may get it. Nope, not going to get it. Hydra's come and saved the day. Not sure what the scan was there for, but he scanned it. I guess he didn't click on it and see the upgrades. He wanted to know what he died to, I suppose. Infestation Pit just finished up, I believe. I swear I just saw that. Yeah, Infestation Pit has finished up. There's another Widow Mine, actually. Let's think of this base location. Doesn't have any kills, though. It hasn't seen it, necessarily. Marine is finally pushing this Overload away. So this base will finally get to land. Corvid Reactor. Yeah, we're going to be seeing Ravens. Awesome. Ravens and mech. This is going to be rough for Hydra to deal with. And again, you want to get the Vipers as soon as you possibly can, probably. Facing off this against this mech, as well as some Swarm Hosts. Just to kind of help out all these kind of weak Roach Hydra composition, at least against mech. Especially with the amount of tanks that we have out already. We've got 9 tanks already. And he's starting to add turrets. This is going to be very, very difficult for our Zerg player to break. He's getting his tanks set up in as defensive position as possible. I think even taking one back home to his main base and making sure he's in a nice spot. Very nice spread as well. So even if Vipers are the decision, they're going to be hard-pressed actually getting damage done. Oi. Upgrades. Only 1-1 so far for the Zerg player on his range. No 2-2 on the way just yet. Still only +1 for the mech army. +1 armor is on the way for the mech army as well. Another armory is being made, so he's going to be able to go to 2-2 pretty quickly as well. And once those upgrades really start kicking in for the mech army, it's going to get pretty scary. He's sitting on 78 workers right now. A little bit more than he wants, but he's going to want to take another base pretty soon, I imagine. Yeah, he's actually floating 2 command centers over, so he can take this base and be extremely safe. Actually, he's probably going to get to the planetary down here, just kind of extra wall off against this ramp, which is very nice to see. But again, another Overlord for Hydro, being super annoying, keeping that base from being taken for a little bit longer. And yeah, creep slowly but surely moving out for Hydro. getting himself set up nicely. Very well done there. And he's already on Hive, so he's got some decisions. He's got 3 Vipers on the way. He did not forget his Vipers this time. And still sitting on this Roach Hydra composition that's only at +1/+1. 2/2 is not even halfway done. So his upgrades are actually kind of far behind. He could have had a pretty big lead on that, but it just took him a long time to do that. And the amount of Vikings and Ravens that PingPang actually has out already, he's already got 3 Vikings. He's got 2 Ravens. He's making a Raven and a Viking at a time, adding on another starport already. So these Vipers, whenever they do come into play, are going to be hard-pressed to get too much work done. They're just going to be kind of sniped out by these Vikings. Actually, the Vikings are going to be going for Overlords still, which is nice and annoying. Keeping the Zerg player a little bit blind if there were going to happen to be any sort of drop play with like Hellbats or anything, but it doesn't seem to be the case for PingPang. He's got +2 attack coming in for his mech. No +2 armor just yet. Vikings gonna have to try to get out of there before the Hydras catch them, and they're gonna be able to escape, so that's nice. May catch another Overlord for the troubles. They do, in fact, catch another Overlord. That was an interesting bit of video lag there. That kind of weird. Almost got another Overlord. But now Hydra starting to posture himself on the map, trying to figure out where his opponent is. That's a shit ton of Hellions. That's a lot of Hellions at this point in the game. I figured you want those to be Hellbats, maybe. Still not, though. But PingPang setting up all of his tanks, not spread much. Contaminate goes down on a good chunk of those tanks, so Hydra's going to be able to get on top of this, and this is a great engagement here for Hydro. Not losing much and killing off most of these tanks, but here comes a bunch of Ravens, and Seekers going down on some Roaches. Actually, nice yanks on 2 of those Ravens. One Seeker missile goes down, another Seeker missile explodes, but those Seekers don't do a lot of damage. Some goes down, but now there's not really much left for our Terran player. 189 supply to 121. Hydra was looking poised here to do a ton of damage. There's a tank up on the high ground. A couple Ravens are going to be annoying. PingPang could actually safely lose this base and a lot of these workers and probably be okay, simply because he has a ton of workers right now. More and more Ravens are popping in. They do have a Seeker as soon as they pop, thanks to the Corvid Reactor upgrade. And there's not much of an army left down here for our Zerg player just now. He has killed off, and actually Seeker missiles are doing a lot of work, not splitting his army at all or running away from the Seeker missiles. He could easily time those out if he just ran away. But the rest of his army is finally joining up, and looks like he's going to be trying to go over to this what was the 4th base area, now 3rd base, but Planetary on the high ground actually going to work, going to get some kills before these Roaches and Hydras actually are able to kill off the Rocks. 3 kills already in the Planetary. And Rocks are dead, but now there's a Planetary to contend with. And a nice setup. Actually, if PingPang can get over, and he's going to repair this Planetary. And despite the tanks not being all in position, this army is getting pushed back now, and PingPang is climbing up in supply again. It's 50 to 110 supply right now. And I don't... Okay, there's lag. I don't know how you stop lagging, but whatever. Not an issue. You can pause if you want to. I'm not sure how lag is going to help you engaging into a planetary fortress. Probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, another CC being built for PingPang. He's just kind of continuing to add on to his army right now. He's got +2 weapons, +2 armor on the way for his mech as well. Still got a lot of tanks at the moment. How many Ravens? He only has 1 Raven left over. Most of his Ravens got sniped off, which is a big victory here for Hydra at least. But he's still only sitting on 3 bases. He's just now taking a 4th base, which is probably going to be an issue soon. He's not going to have the gas to really continually reproduce if he hasn't been baking up. If he loses a large chunk of his army all at once, especially if he loses a lot of these Vipers, it's going to be difficult for him to continually remax through all of that situation if he keeps losing units. Meanwhile, the Terran player is still sitting happy with his 3rd base up. CC was going to float over eventually. He'll probably float this one over somewhere else, probably behind the rocks at some point once the CC moves down. And actually, he's starting to transfer some workers, or maybe yeah, he's transferring workers. I wasn't sure if he's going to kill workers or transfer them, but another big move out here from Hydro. Only on 2-2. 3-3 is pretty far away for that army, and this is kind of, I'm not sure. I think Blinding Cloud works. Pretty sure Blinding Cloud works on Planetary Fortress, so could use that, but choosing not to. Actually getting more Vipers sniped off by a couple of Vikings, which is a bit of trouble there for Hydro. And still a very big army here. 177 supply to 146, but he's attacking into a bunch of tanks. Viper is trying to contaminate Blinding Cloud what they can. Bunch of Seekers going down. Planetary is falling. All the tanks are not really firing now. Only one tank has been firing. 2 tanks are firing now. Most of the army is still left over for Hydro, but microing in as best he can, but loses almost... Yeah, he loses his entire army. And he's going to complain about lag some more. Okay. Let's go ahead and just put this on for the rest of this cast. Okay. And GG from PingPang. That's funny. 126 applied to 127. He lost his, and yeah, Hydra lost most of his army. I don't really. If this is gonna be this big of a problem, you should probably stop playing and like pause. You attacked into a bunch of tanks. Swarm Host would be a better decision right now with Vipers and slowly whittling away, but Hydra's not going to do that. He's going to just complain about lag. He's going to try to get in here and snipe off what he can, but again, a nice sensor tower placement. He's going to see this army positioning. He's going to be able to reposition some of these tanks if he wants to, and even he has a good amount of Ravens now, but army moving in for Hydro. Taking out a lot of tanks before they can siege, but it's still a lot left over for PingPang, and they do have 2-2 against 3-3 now. And Hydra's going to clean up all these tanks that are actually, sadly, not attacking a tank. Another Seeker Missile about to explode. Doesn't actually kill anything off. Nicely done. There's another planetary here, however. And this game is still pretty even. It's 116 to 116 supply. And both players are stuck kind of on basically 2.5 mining bases at the moment. Main is mined out. A lot of empty drones. Spire finally on the way for Hydro. Looks like he's probably going to want to get into a Greater Spire eventually. But he's just so low on his bank right now. And PingPang's bank is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous right now. Even adding on extra command centers, he's going to start being able to get rid of SCVs. I'm sure we can hear the angry dog outside my apartment, but that's pretty frightening. Yeah, you'll be able to get rid of SCVs eventually. Hydro smartly, spreading creep over at this base, knowing that that's going to be an easy one to take. Just with a lifted CC and a bunch of mules mining that out. And PingPang, realizing that, going to go over here and take out that. +3 attack on the way for the mech army. What's he got? We got 8 Ravens. That's a good amount of Ravens. 8 Ravens, 12 tanks. Some Hellions, a couple Vikings. I guess a bunch of Hydras. Some Roaches. And only 2 Vipers still. So Hydra's kind of stayed on a really small amount of units right now until he's made it to make a decision. He's just not making a decision. He was waiting for the Spire, I guess. But realizing, may as well make some Vipers, get some units up. Has 3 Vipers on the way. And now his Spire is finished. He has a lot of decisions to make here. Actually, a few more Seeker Missiles going down. And Hydra's going to need to run away. Actually, micros back into the Seeker Missiles and loses a lot of units from that. Actually going to try to catch out a lot of these Ravens, yanking one of them but not killing it, sadly enough. There were a lot of tanks up on the high ground. Did not want to engage into that. And now Hydra's in this kind of awkward position where he doesn't know how or when to engage. How he's going to be able to engage into this. It's going to be rough for him to do. And he's sitting on a really, really low amount of money right now. Income is pretty much exactly even, but the bases are kind of an issue. There's no extra like minerals and gas that the Zerg player really wants to have right now. He's really low on his minerals. And PingPang is starting to move across the map. He's going to start sieging up at this base location. Hydra going to try to make a big a flank as he possibly can, but that's a lot of Ravens. That's a lot of Ravens. Nice Blinding Clouds going down. Actually getting the Seeker Missiles on top of the tanks, but all of the army is completely melts to all of those Ravens. Holy crap. All of those Seekers. Everything just died. 125 supply to 95 supply now. Ridiculous amount of Seeker Missiles went off right there. Stop it. Sorry. Both players dropped pretty heavily in supply there. Shit. The dog barking just scares the crap out of me every time. Hey! Sorry. Alright, anyway. So Hydra's dropped pretty heavily in supply here, and he's lost another base. And auto turret's going to work on some larvae there. Woof woof, indeed. Stupid dog. Someone knocked on the door close by. Huge meta switch coming up, which could work, but there are still a ton of Ravens around. There's not too many turrets at the 4th base, but there are a ton of turrets at this base already. So this meter switch isn't going to do too much. And there's not much in the way of minerals right now, or gas right now for PingPang. This is going to be rough. That's a ton of ravens. Holy crap, I don't think I've seen that many ravens in the mini games in a long time. Not too many turrets up right now. They can be sniped off pretty quickly. Actually, no. These ravens, or meterless, don't really have any upgrades. So killing turrets is kind of an issue, and he's already lost a few of his mutas. Lost, what is that? 3 mutas already, but he is killing off this base, keeping that from mining at all. More mutas swinging in on the way, and there's a lot of ground army that really can't shoot up. It's just difficult for PingPang to deal with. A couple CCs just finished. They're gonna want to lift off and get the heck out of there. Where are his ravens? His ravens are actually... That's great. Sick raven harass. Look at all those auto turrets. That's ridiculous. Auto turrets and all of those, yeah. But at the same time, all this army is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. 2 Thors are on the way, which are gonna deal with this. There's 1 Thor already out, and those, yeah, they don't have any upgrades. And a base dies to auto turrets, and more auto turrets gonna go down at this location as well. Just auto turret harass for days. This is hilarious. Raven, Mutalisk are doing what they can, but again, once Thors actually appear. 1 more is about to pop. Should be 3 on the map somewhere. There's 2 on the map already. 1 more is about to pop. And these mutas have 0 upgrades. There's absolutely no income really going on to speak of. All the drones have been transferred, but they're going to be long distance mining for a while. And another base is probably going to die to auto turrets, because auto turrets last forever. Another base went down there. Not a big deal. And all these ravens are still left over. That's still 15 ravens. 15 ravens, 3 Thors, some tanks. This army is going to be really difficult to deal with. And if he keeps going mutas, once he engages into a bunch of these 3-3 Thors, it's going to be kind of similar to the TVZ game that we had earlier, where the muta list just melted. Another base died to auto turrets. All these auto turrets are still left over here too, which is super annoying. Even with some point defense drones as well. And PingPang is moving across the map. Muta's popping in, going to try to snipe off what they can, but look at those Thors. Muta's just destroyed, absolutely melting. 163 to 96 supply now. I'm pretty sure most of those 19 mutas just died immediately. Wow. Okay. Hilarious. No, that's not true. And PingPang popping in here. Gonna start taking everything out. And I believe that's gonna be GG. I'm not gonna bother showing you to this game. That's cute. That's cute. Alright. So, GG. StraTk takes this 6-3, 7-3 in maps. On the back.